Welcome back. Now, the new words in language that we are going to use in this session are percentage. A percentage is a number represented as part of hundreds. We've already dealt with examples of percentage, but here's an example, 50%. And the percentage sign will be this one, which will tell you that this is the percentage. A percentage increase is the amount a percentage has gone up by over a period. And a percentage decrease is the amount a percentage has gone down by over a period. So the increase has to do with going up, whereas the decrease has to do with going down. So I think these are the two terminologies that you will be able to use by the end of this lesson. Okay, now let us have a look at the first concept that we need to cover. Express part of a whole as a percentage. So now, when we express part of a whole as a percentage, number one, you have to divide the given value by the maximum value. And then after dividing it, you multiply it by 100%. And remember, as you calculate, don't press the percentage sign on the calculator as it serves as a unit. So now, let us calculate. If a learner scores a mark of 42 out of 60 marks for a test, what percentage scored for the test? So let's check the percentage that was scored for the test. To do that, number one, we said you must divide these two values. So these were marks out of the maximum. Our maximum this time is 60. So we say you need to divide 42 by 60 because that is the marks that the learner obtained. So after dividing 42 by 60, you must multiply it by 100. Can we multiply together? Let's press the calculator. 42 divided by 60, we multiply this by 100, then we get 70. Most importantly, because the question wants you to calculate a percentage, remember this percentage this time, it's a symbol. We don't have to press it as it is a unit. We need to see it as part of your answer. So now the answer is 70%. Now let's move to the second example. On our second example, 20 out of 200 learners were absent from school. Calculate the percentage of learners which was absent. So now, first step is to write this as a fraction, whereby we take 20 learners, divide by the total amount, which is 200, and then we multiply this by the percentage. And the percentage that we multiply by is 100, and you also need to put the percentage sign. But remember not to press your percentage sign on the calculator. So can we calculate together? We then have 20, divide by 200, multiply by 100. Then we get 10%. So implication is that 10% of learners were absent. So let's continue with the next example. Pelo has 50 rand out of 200 rand of his pocket money. Determine the percentage of the amount used. So let's check. Now, Pelo had 50 rand. So now this is 50 rand out of 200 rand of his pocket money. And I think we need to adjust this question and say Pelo used 50 rand out of 200 rand because the question is asking how much amount was used. So this is 50 rand out of 200 if we want to determine how much was used, and then we multiply this by 100%. So now we can press the calculator together, and remember not to press the percentage sign. So we will have 50 divide by 200 rand, 50 rand divide by 200 rand, and then we multiply this by 100 and we get 25%. So he has used 25% from the 200 rand of his pocket money. So now, can we move to the next concept? I believe that now, with the first concept, you know that you have to take that percentage, divide by the total, multiply by 100%, and you remember not to press the percentage sign, as that is your unit. Let us move to the second concept. The second concept now will be to determine the percentage increase or the percentage decrease. Remember, I said when we talk about the percentage increase, we are looking at the value which is going up, and the percentage decrease will then refer to the value which is going down. So now, let us have a look at the most important aspects that we need to look at as we are looking at this percentage increase and percentage decrease. Number one, we say a percentage increase, the definition once more, is the amount by which, the value has gone up over a period. And when we talk about the percentage decrease, we are talking about the amount by which the value has gone down over a period. And now what is key when we calculate is that you must first find the difference between the new value and the previous value. And after finding the difference between the new value and the previous value, we divide the difference by the previous value. But you don't have to worry. The formula will be given to you for you to do your calculation. And at the end, you multiply by 100. And remember, you don't have to press the percentage sign on 100%, mainly because the percentage sign, once more, will be used as a unit. Therefore, you are going to use the formula. This is the formula that you will be expected to use, but you don't have to worry because the formula will be given to you. I want us to take a short break. After a short break, we will continue with the application of the percentage increase and the percentage decrease.